Hi all, how you doing? Hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. So I thought I'd do a kind of update, I guess, on Get Grass, which was an extension that you could add on to Chrome or Brave or some whatever browser you're using, I guess, and then get this Grass tokens for sharing your computer um, hardware capabilities, I guess. So somebody pointed something out, which is a bit alarming. Now, I don't know how alarming it is. Okay, so maybe I'm going sort of over the top with this. Who knows? Okay, but I'm not I have done programming in the past, but I'm not a programmer. I wouldn't class myself as a programmer. I know little bits of things. Okay, but I'm not massively technically understanding of stuff. Anyway, so if you go to the Get Grass GitHub, you get getgrass.io extension. Now, in this is a background .js file. So this is a JavaScript file, okay? And in this, there's this function, async function, okay? So I understand what a function is, okay? And then you've got all these comments, okay? So the slashes indicate that these are comments. So I'm guessing that these things, just a basic description of what is going to happen in this function. Okay, so replace the below connection, blah, 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 blah. But the important bit is it says here the cursed Chrome server with a HTTPS cert setup. So it's got this cursed Chrome thing in there, okay? Now, which doesn't sound good, and I don't think it is good, but that's where I'm not sure about. But all the stuff I've read about it, it doesn't sound good. It sounds like it's malware, I guess that would be the term to use, or a virus, or that kind of thing, or used for hacking. Anyway, let's just have a quick go on. So, if you look at this mandatory programmer, curse Chrome. Okay. And you've got here, it says here about. So Chrome extension implant that turns victim Chrome browsers into fully functional HTTP proxies, allowing you to browse sites as your victims. So what is pretty scary about this is the use of the word victim. No, if you're a victim, that's not usually a good word to use, okay? It's not a nice thing if you're a victim. Okay, usually a victim of crime. So that doesn't sound good. Um, Someone else wrote this. So this person's a programmer. If you click on um, their lead programmer of Sunset Edu Tech Group or something. Okay, so if you read about this, it doesn't sound as malicious. Okay, so actually, I've never had read the code, so they haven't read the code. But since you highlight the curse Chrome, what Grass does is share your internet connection to collect information for AI according to their statement with their server. It's possible and reasonable by some means that they could use your device as a HTTP proxy to achieve that. The malicious part is that Curse Chrome may connect to your local network. And if you install it on a company computer, which would be pretty silly to do anyway, okay, so you should never do that. Um, The request will be sent from a trusted computer. Also, the host permissions is all URLs, which might mean that Grass has access to all host data, such as cookies, web requests, and tabs, but there are some that it cannot access. It may have too many permissions, although it has to have so many permissions to do its work. I suggest reading the whole code by yourself and doing the same to the latest version of the extension. For myself, I only install unknown extensions on an isolated browser. So I think from what I can gather here, it's not too dangerous. But again, I'm not a coder. I'm not sure. But I think his information at the end, or advice, should I say, at the end is pretty prudent. And this is the sort of advice that I think that I've already given. So I suggest reading for myself, I only install unknown extensions on an isolated browser. So yeah, I think if you do that and then don't use the browser that you put in the extension on to do anything. Like, for instance, you wouldn't have your a crypto wallet on that browser, for instance, and those kind of things. So, and you wouldn't use sort of passwords. So if you avoid that and just use the browser, then I think you'll be all right. But I don't want to categorically say, you're completely safe and stuff with this. Me personally, I'm going to be completely safe because I'm not going to use it. Okay, so that is where I come. That's my angle that I'm coming at this. So I'm sticking to my guns of no intentions of using this extension at all. I just don't think it's worth it. Okay, now I did have a quick look at also their Twitter account just to see if I could find anything about this curse, if they'd mentioned it in there, and there was no information there, so they haven't mentioned it. I also went to the back to their Get Grass Discord group and I searched for the word curse to see if anyone had brought it up. Someone maybe have said, "Yeah, what's going on with this curse thing, eh? This looks a bit suspicious. Can you explain this?" But no, nothing, nothing on in their Discord. Nobody's bothered asking any questions about it. Um, so yeah. Now, if you have a look at Curse Chrome, it comes up stuff like this. So Curse Chrome, a Chrome extension used by hackers to make your browser into a proxy. Security researchers have found a Chrome extension that turns Chrome browsers in proxy bots that enables a hacker to browse Chrome using an infected identity. This tool was created by Matthew Bryan, a security researcher. He named it Cursed Chrome and released it on GitHub as an open source project. So clearly the Get Grass team have used this. It's also on GitHub, so they're just using it. Okay, that's what it's for. Rather than reinventing the wheel, they're just using functions and stuff on GitHub freely that's provided open source, free, in other words. Okay. So the software works on two fronts and there's two parts. A client-side component, this is the Chrome extension. A server-side counterpart, this is where all Curse Chrome server report. Once this extension is installed, it can be used to log into the Curse Chrome control panel. And through it, the hacker, I don't like it how they are using the word hacker all the time, can use any infected browser. Thus, the hacker can navigate and browse the net using that identity, can even access logged in sessions and credentials. This extension is the icing on the cake for hackers and has been received with skepticism. Many at the cybersecurity community have raised their eyebrows at the public release of such software, saying it's nothing short of handing a gun to a killer to do the killing. Ugh. Okay, and obviously, this Matthew Bryant guy says, uh, creator Matthew Bryant says that his intentions are quite innocent. I open source the code because I want other professional red teamers and pen testers to be able to accurately simulate the malicious browser extension scenario, said Bryant in a statement. So it's either used by hackers or it's used by white hat people to see how hackers interact, kind of thing. I think that's kind of how he was coming at it. But none of it sounds kind of good, okay? But this is up to the team to kind of explain this. Now another thing I'd say about, so I did my last video on Get Grass on January 15, and it's now nearly July, so over 5 months. Another thing I've noticed about Get Grass is they still don't have any the team information. Now I know on the Discord they've got more information and there's more videos and stuff, but I just think why not? You know, in the facts, go straight winnetwork.github gitbook.io grass docs. There's nothing again about the team or anything. 5 months they haven't mentioned anything about the team in here. Um, it doesn't say who the team are behind this. Things like this. What is Win Labs? Win Labs is a core contributor to Grass. One line. Now, if you check out how the referral system works, then you get all of this. You get tons of information, and it's like they fully explain how the multi-level marketing works, but they don't really fully explain who the people behind it. Half a line that doesn't say anything. Okay. So, things to me haven't moved on, in my opinion. I know some people have said they've sold it on, is it Whale Network? They sold the grass points on Network and earned quite a bit of money on that. So well done to you who've done that. Um, I know I haven't fully kept up with grass, so I don't know where they're at. But to me, I don't think things have moved on that much. I don't think anyone's really getting any. They haven't got a token out. I'm pretty certain of that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't think they've got a proper token out. So nothing's obviously things will have moved on in 5 months, but it from a practical point of view, I don't think things have moved on in those terms. Okay, people still seem to have issues with connecting and all of that kind of thing. So anyway, that's my update. I'm still not going to use this Get Grass. I couldn't recommend this at all, in my opinion. But like I said, I'm not a programmer. Other people might think, yeah, this is okay, this is safe to use. Okay, that's fine if you want to do that. Go for it. So anyway, I'm sure lots of people have comments to make on this. I hope I do get a few comments about it, about this. Is it malware? Is there anything to worry about? Am I being over worried about it? I mean, I'm not over worried about it because I'm not going to install it. I'm not, I don't care. Okay. In that respect, I'm just reporting back because somebody asked me to do an update on this Get Grass because I haven't done anything for ages. So um this is kind of my update. Let me know in the comments what you think. Am I being over the top? Am I being too worried about it? Let me know. Thanks for listening. Have a good rest of your day.